So since I'm stuck in a contact nap, I thought I would film a quick video just talking about baby products that I bought and I regret, and ones that I bought and we've used. So yeah, here we go. The first product that we bought and I absolutely love is the Tommy Tippy nappy bin. Now, this is controversial for some reason. I don't know why people talk shit about it, but we live in a 1-bedroom apartment and it has made our lives so much easier. Had a yawn coming, but it went away. Yeah, it's been so much easier. Literally the way that it just turns, it has a little handle and you just turn it like this twice and then it cuts the bin liner inside. So you literally, you don't have to do anything. You just put the nappy in and it does the rest for you, basically. Also masks the smell pretty well. I mean, I haven't smelt much yet. He's only 3 weeks old, so maybe his poos aren't that strong, but for the time being, it's been really good. And it's not that expensive. I mean, depending on your budget, but if you earn like a decent normal salary, this bin is affordable. And the cartridges, changing cartridges is the expensive part, but you can go on Temu and you can buy dupe bin liners, which I'm going to try. I haven't bought them yet, but the reviews seem good, so I will do that and let you guys know. Oh my god, my jaw always clicks when I open it really wide. Does anyone else get that? Comment if you get that. But yeah, that's the first product, which I love. Next thing we bought that we love is the co-sleeper crib. So a lot of people say that there's no point and that there's just get a crib and or a Moses basket or whatever, but like the co-sleeper crib is perfect for people that are breastfeeding. And the fact that I had a C-section made it a lot harder for me to move in the early days. So just having the cot next to me was really, really easy. And I do co-sleep sometimes. But yeah, this just helps the transition be a lot easier. Yeah, the next to me crib is really handy because it's got storage underneath and it's just a lot safer than co-sleeping, which I do obviously co-sleep because I do breastfeed exclusively. And if anybody knows, when you're breastfeeding, it's easy to just sideline the bed and feed your baby, have your baby sleeping next to you on the outside of the bed. Obviously the co-sleeper also blocks the bed, so like he can't fall off the edge. Yeah, so I do think it was a good buy. I know he will outgrow it when he's sort of like, I don't know how many months old, 3 or 4, I guess, but he's only 3 weeks and he still has plenty of room in the co-sleeper. And honestly, it's been a godsend because this one has wheels. I will attach pictures. It was only about $100 and something, which I think is manageable for our budget. And it is like I'm able to maneuver it, so when I have a shower I can roll him when he's asleep in it so I can see him. When me and Emmett are watching a movie or doing something in the living room, like having dinner, we put him in it, so because he's too small for like a baby bouncer at the moment. So yeah, don't regret buying it, and we'll probably use it for our next child. The next product that we bought that I love is the Kmart electric nail file. This product is a godsend. We have never even bothered trying with the manual clippers because, well, my mum's had 4 babies. I'm one of them. I'm the oldest. I remember like my mum trying to clip my siblings' nails, and it was hard because newborns' nails are really what's the word? Their nails are really soft, so it's hard to clip them without also, you don't want to like clip the skin underneath. It's just traumatizing. The electric nail file is super easy and it literally takes about 5 minutes to file the nails down. So as you know, newborns' nails grow extremely fast and they're like little weapons. And they scratch their face a lot, so easier to just file their nails down than to put those annoying mittens on, which newborns just kick off anyway, or pull off, I should say. But yeah, 10 out of 10. The next products that we bought that we love, and we will be using more as Miles gets bigger, but we've got the Baby Bjorn, if I say that right, baby carrier, which Emmett did actually wear the other day. I'll put a picture here. And we went down to the doctor's and it went really well. He fell asleep and yeah, it was great. And then I also have the Portier baby carrier, which is in another video, which you'll see me trying to put Miles inside it, which did work out, but it's trial and error. As he grows, it'll be easier to put him in and feel like feel like it's more stable. But both those baby carriers are really good. They're both really stable, and it gives you free hands, and we love free hands as parents. So yeah, I favour the baby carriers over the baby wraps. Even though I'm African, I should be able to do the wrap thing, but I just find it really overwhelming, especially when I'm on my own. So the baby carriers that you just clip on are just much easier. So both those baby carriers are in the high end, and not everybody is gonna spend that on a baby carrier, but there are dupes that, and just other like variations, which I'm sure would work exactly the same. Another products we love is the silicone head scrub. We got ours from Baby Bunting. I'm pretty sure you can buy this on Temu or anywhere like that, but yeah. He hasn't got any cradle cap or anything so far, and I think it's because we're putting his baby shampoo and just circular motions exfoliating his head, and that seems to be awesome, and we love that. So the next thing I'll talk about is swaddles versus Love to Dreams, like manual swaddles versus Love to Dreams versus Velcro swaddles. We have them all. We also have just normal wrap swaddles. Wrap swaddles, don't love, just too much work. Love to Dream, we have a few. He does sleep like this, so I thought that he would love the Love to Dreams, but he much prefers having his arms down and swaddled. Like, he'll fall asleep much faster with that. So we are using those type of swaddles now. So we got one, I think from Farmers, and you can buy them in any baby shop, but it's just like, it's got a Velcro swaddle, so you lie him down, put one arm down, bring it over, and then Velcro that over his chest, and then you put the other arm down and then bring that over, and his legs are tucked in. And this particular swaddle has a zip on the bottom, so if he's asleep in the night, I can just unzip it and change his nappy and he still stays swaddled, which is really helpful, because if you try and like take them out of the swaddle, you are going to wake them. So this is really helpful. And I do recommend swaddling if you have a newborn that, you know, doesn't do well out of the womb, or not really doesn't do well, that's not nice, but if they like to be on you all the time, then the swaddle does replicate that. Combine it with a white noise machine, yeah, good combo. So every baby's different, but our baby does like the white noise machine, so I will link my one in the description, but I will also show you my one. Also, this one particularly has so many different sounds, but Miles loves brown noise, thank God, because white noise sounds like horrible. And we play that most nights, which helps him stay calm, and it mimics the womb. So yeah, I would recommend that. Also, my particular light is a light as well, so you just press the top and then it goes to whatever colour you want. Ours is set on red at the moment, because again, it mimics the womb and makes the baby feel calm, doesn't wake them. So it was $100 and something, but to be honest, my advice would be to just, as soon as you get pregnant and you get the all clear after 20 weeks maybe, but I started earlier, but it's up to you. start buying stuff as soon as possible, because then you've bought it all in segments and you don't have to do one big expensive blowout. So buying all this stuff was not too bad, because we paced it out over the 9 and 10 months rather than buying everything at like week 32, what like some people do. And that made it more affordable, and now we have everything and more that he needs. So I would recommend doing it that way. And I know people are superstitious about buying stuff before the baby's like safe, you know, but just manifest, you know, just assume that everything's going to be okay. And if it isn't, then you've got the stuff for the next baby. You're going to have a baby eventually, so one way or another. So just buy the stuff. Next thing is high contrast images, picture books, anything like that. Miles absolutely loves them, and all newborns do, because they can only really see high contrast colors and black and white for the first 8 weeks. So this really helps their development. And I noticed that Miles like tries to talk, you know, he tries to coo, and he moves around a lot when he's interacting with the black and white imagery. So I think it definitely does help the development, from my experience and what I've seen with Miles. So yeah, I would recommend buying that from your local baby store. The next thing I bought that I really love is my Baby Bed Pal. So I think my one was from Baby Bed Pal, and a company in Australia, but I think they do, all different countries do their version of it. It's just a little pod thing. They lay baby in, and then it mimics the womb. The shape of it is like circular, and it has like a bit for the head so he doesn't get flat head, and it also stops him from rolling. And so I put it in the bassinet during the daytime when he's napping, and I also put it in my bassinet when I'm walking the buggy, and it sleeps really well in it. I don't know if like he actually sleeps well because of it, or if he's just sleeping well, but he sleeps well whenever he's in it, so I do recommend. So the next thing is double zip baby grows. I do recommend them. Like, I'm not fussing around with buttons in the middle of the night and while he's kicking and screaming. Like, no, I'm not dealing with that. I do actually really like when babies wear, I do really like when I put him in this type of outfit, because this one just has 3 poppers and obviously no legs, so it's really easy for nappy changes. And yeah, it's just easier sometimes than the zips. But a whole baby grow full of poppers would not work. Like, for me, I feel like that's too much work. The zip, double zip, you can just unzip from the toe about halfway and keep him warm in the night. Just makes it easier. Yeah, and they have like mittens built in, a lot of them, which is really good to keep his hands warm. So I do recommend them. Okay, so this one depends on your baby, but our baby, as I said, is breastfed, so he does spit up a lot. Not like crazy amounts, but he does spit up like daily. So I recommend muslin cloths or burp cloths or any kind of cloth, as many as you can find. But to be honest, I try to use like the same one until it's obviously not like filthy, but like I'll just use the same one for like an hour and then move on to another one when I think, yeah, I don't want to keep using that one, because like I don't want to have like a million burp cloths in the wash. So we probably have about like 10 at the moment in circulation, and it just helps because breastfed babies just spew a little bit and it gets on their clothes. Bibs, I do recommend bibs, but we don't put them on a lot because he just gets annoyed by them, and I get annoyed by them, to be honest. So yeah, anything to clean up sick, basically. Okay, so moving on to stuff that I don't recommend, or based off my personal experience. The first one I don't recommend is the baby bath. So we bought the bath because we don't have a bath. We live in an apartment with a shower, and we just shower him. And honestly, he loves the shower. He loves when the hair drips. He loves when the shower water drips down on his head and runs on his body, and it sends him straight to sleep and makes him feel really relaxed. So yeah, The bath I find really awkward, and like even when Emmett's helping me, I wouldn't bath him on my own. But even when Emmett's helping me, like the bath is just really like awkward, and he just slips down, even if there's like a muslin cloth in there. And it's like cold for baby, and yeah, I just didn't really think it was worth the money. Luckily I didn't even pay for it. Emmett's mum bought it for us. And we'll keep it and try maybe another time, but at the moment we're just showering him and it's a lot easier. The next thing I don't recommend is Kmart wipes. They're just really dry. Oh, hi. Oh, really? Oh, waking up. Might not be able to finish this video right now. Now we're doing some sleep tummy time. Whoa, baby. Now he's hungry and trying to latch to his own hand in his sleep. Okay, so moving on to the finishing part of the video, because I didn't get to finish the video yesterday because Miles woke up and then life got in the way. So the next thing that I don't recommend buying is any baby bouncers, walkers, or anything that you can leave your newborn baby in. Like, buy it when they're older and when you know that they'll like it, because we bought a bouncer and we live in a small apartment and we've only just been able to put him in it, and he's 3 weeks old and his head is still like a bobblehead, so he still can't really go in it. And we didn't buy an electric swing because we knew that he might not like it. So that's one of the ones I don't recommend until you know that your baby likes it. I don't recommend batch buying nappies or wipes unless you 100% think you're going to like the brand. Don't batch buy a certain brand. We bought a big box of organic bamboo nappies from a baby expo that we went to, and then we tried them and we hated them, so we have to give them all away now. We love Huggies and we've been using them ever since he was born in the hospital, and just ever since he was born, and we really like them, so now we buy them. And we haven't tried another brand yet, which we should do, but we just have stuck with Huggies for the time being. So I wish we batch bought Huggies, but how are we to know? So yeah, don't batch buy any nappies or wipes unless you're sure you're going to like them. Like I said earlier with the Kmart ones, I've got a box of like hundreds and hundreds of them, and I don't like them because they're so harsh on the baby's bum and they are dry. So yeah, don't batch buy things unless you know that you're going to use them. Again, I didn't buy this because I knew I wouldn't use it, but I don't recommend buying a baby butt spatula. Like, it's your baby, you should be able to touch their bum as long as your hands are clean. Just make sure your hands are clean. Obviously sanitize first, hand sanitize it if you have to, and put the cream on the baby's bum with your thumb. And I do recommend Sudocrem because my mom's been using it since the beginning of time on all me and my siblings, and none of us ever got diaper rash, and we use it on Miles and he hasn't had diaper rash so far. And I do recommend as well giving your baby some nappy free time. I know it's annoying if you have a boy, but we do have a boy and he does pee, so just lay a towel over them or lay a towel for them to be on, so that they can just have some air time, you know, have some time for their genitals to be with the air and breathe and not be stuck inside a nappy all day, which I don't think anybody, you know, would love. So yeah, I recommend that, even though I was talking about stuff I don't recommend. I don't recommend buying loads of bottles if you plan on exclusively breastfeeding, because it's just going to be collecting dust. I bought a couple of Philips Avent bottles, which I've yet to use because we are yet to bottle feed him. We do plan on giving him a bottle this week, probably tomorrow, through Emmett, just so that we can try and exclusively breastfeed, but also he can take a bottle just in case I get sick, or if I do ever need to go anywhere and he needs to be fed. Obviously I would like Emmett to be able to do that, or my mum or his mum. So we did have a couple of Philips Avent natural bottles, so they're supposed to be good for people that breastfeed and bottle feed. But we never bought loads of different bottles because we just I never planned on bottle feeding, and I stuck to it. So if that's you, don't waste your money on loads of bottles. We did buy a pump, a Philips Avent pump, which has been really good because I had engorged breasts and I had a lot of milk supply at the start, and it helped relieve the oversupply. And yeah, it helped express some extra milk, and I am now going to be building a little freezer stash, so the pump is going to come in handy. But I don't recommend buying really expensive wearable pumps or really expensive pumps in general unless you plan to exclusively pump, because they are bloody expensive. Like, the wearable ones are like up to $900, so that's just craziness, and I wouldn't want to spend that unless I planned on exclusively pumping, which I personally don't. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that you found this informative, and put anything that you thought that I missed in the comments, and have a good week.